Hey, Professor. Professor. There you go. That's how you say that. So we are doing problem. Hold on. 8.5.6. There we go. So for 8.5.6, our first order of business is we're supposed to find the third Taylor polynomial for f of x, and f of x is equal to x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. So the first thing that we got to do, I kind of got the numbers wrong. So the fourth term is technically the third order of it. So uh, yeah. So what we get if we plug 0 in just into the equation and following the f to the nth of x, no, f to the nth of a over n factorial, we get negative 1 over 0 factorial times x minus a to the 0th power. And then for our actual first derivative, I'm going to derive it and then plug in 0. So we get 3 over 1 factorial times x minus a to the first power. And then our third one is just going to be the second derivative, plug in 0, and then we're going to get negative 4 over 2 factorial times x minus a to the second power. And then, there we go. Our fourth one is going to be the third derivative, and then we're going to plug in 0, and then it's going to be 6 over 3 factorial times x minus a to the third. And when we write it all out, we get a nice long equation that I kind of don't want to say. And then, if we look at it and examine it, that actually equals f of x. It's just looks different. We get x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. It's just backwards, pretty much. And so if we were to take the actual fourth derivative of it, we would get 0. And we'll get to that later in part B. So right now we're looking pretty good, with the f of x being equal to the third order polynomial. So in part B, we're supposed to find the fourth, 12th, and 100th order polynomial. And so when you look at it, if you take the fourth derivative of it, it actually is just 0, because the third derivative you get left with 6, and then the fourth derivative would be the derivative of 6, and the derivative of 6 is 0. So anything after the third order is just 0. So when you look at it down here, bam, the 4th, 12th, and 0 order is just going to be f of x. So, because anything after the third order is 0. So it's just going to be the 4th, 12th, and 100th term is just the third term, pretty much. And then we can also kind of say that as if n is greater than or equal to 3, then our nth polynomial term is just going to be equal to f of x. And then in part C, we're asked to find if we were to change f of x to a m degree polynomial. And so basically what we would do with that is, well, if m is greater than or equal to n for the nth order, then it's just going to be the nth order polynomial is again just going to be equal to f of x, because it gets cut off after the third one, because it's just 0. As a reflection, I feel like I could have actually, kind kind of explained it a little bit better. I don't think I explained it that well. And then I saw my eyes on the recording software here, so my eyes wandered. I was trying to find what I was looking for, and I couldn't find it, so my eyes kept wandering off everywhere. So sorry about that as well. But other than that, I don't think there's anything. But yeah, I guess if you grade this over the weekend, I won't be here on Monday, which sucks. I know, sorry. But yeah, thanks.